Thank you so much for all the support you gave me, guys.
Okay.
Today, I got promoted.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Partylanka.lk presents the Decades Party. Spinning your favorite 80s, 90s and 2000s party starters with the biggest names. Misty, Pop Culture, The Warehouse Project, Radhika, Naomi and Ravi. With DJs Tariq, Dhanushka and Hiranya on the 28th of October, 7:30 p.m. onwards at the Grand Marquis, Taj Samudra.
Hi, I'm Bhagya from Candle House and I will be answering living's burning questions today. How would you describe yourself to our viewers? I like to think of myself as someone who does new things and I'm not afraid to explore what's out there. Self-starter, and I try to live my life in a way that best fits me, and I make sure I have fun along the way. Starting from the beginning, how did you get into artisanal business? So to start from the beginning, I think I was more of a free spirit. Even in school, I was more of a creative than an academic, and I really enjoyed working with my hands on different artistic projects and things like that. So when I was experimenting on what kind of a product to create, I think candles kind of came to me naturally. Naturally in the sense there was a lot of trial and error and experimenting and market research and all of that, and I found that there was a gap in the market. So candles felt like it was the best product for me, and I really enjoyed the creative process involved in candle making. And in terms of how that became a business, I think it helped that I started working from a very young age after school and then doing part-time jobs in uni. It really gave me a taste of what it's like to be in a customer-centric environment. So once I came down to Sri Lanka, I was in a corporate job, and that exposed me to the Sri Lankan business environment. Let's talk about your brand. Could you briefly let us in about Candle House Salon's journey to becoming what it is today? So in 2016, when I launched Candle House, there weren't a lot of artisanal businesses and entrepreneurs back then. And to be honest, candles weren't seen as an artisanal product, and I wanted to change that view, and I wanted to make it accessible to people. So I started my business solely online on social media, and I remember being asked, how are you planning to sell a scented product online? So for me it was about thinking about how I can make such a product accessible to the people. And then onwards, my business has grown organically, and through word of mouth and through pop-ups and things like that. And today I retail at a lot of retailers and stockists, and we cater to the online, retail, wholesale, corporate, and all of those clients all together. So, yes. Could you tell us about some of the challenges you faced during the recent years, and how have you overcome these? So in terms of challenges, it's been a wild couple of years, the past few years, starting with the Easter bombings, the COVID, and then the political instability and recession and all of that. We've all had a very tough time. But if I'm to be really honest, I think my business was not one of the businesses that was worst affected from the challenges. I say that because despite the dips in the market, like the rising costs and the logistics issues and supply chain issues and all of that, I was able to keep my business running, and I think that was thanks to the customers and my team. And I also put my focus on relaunching my website at the height of the pandemic, and I think it's important for us to put that effort on things that we have under control, we can control. So in terms of more community engagement and collaborations and really simple things like keeping the team of the morale of my team high. So those were the things that I focused on. Let's talk about your product range. What does it consist of, and of them do you have a personal favorite? So my product range has 4 lines of scented candles that come in glass, tin, terracotta and ceramics. We also have close to 25 different fragrances and blends that are all customizable. And some of these fragrances are also essential oils that that's part of our product range. So all of these are customized according to customer needs as well. When it comes to a personal favorite, it's a bit of a hard question because it changes from time to time. But if I'm to choose from the current range, that will be peppermint vanilla. How do you manage to keep up with the competition in the market? When it comes to the competition, I regard my competitors as people I admire. And what I mean by that is people who are conscious about, say, working as teams and collaborating, and who give value to the community, who educate people and who are eco-aware and things like that, because I feel that companies who use growth as a way to give back are people that I find inspiration in. They're not exactly competitors, but business models that I like to follow for my own growth. So, for example, we heard about Patagonia, what they did recently, and for me that's very inspirational, and that's what making an impact is. So, and the customers of today are very sophisticated and knowledgeable about things, so I feel that I like to create my own path, and I have my own idea of what competition is. As a creative impact entrepreneur, what's the advice you'd like to give people on handling their business positively? Treat it as a journey, enjoy the process, and the good and the bad aren't permanent states, they come and go. So it's really about what makes you happy and what is meaningful to you, what you value, and those are the things that will really guide you during the bad and the good times. So be open to learning and don't be afraid to ask for help. How has it been like to work on the sustainable aspect of artisanal business? Is it as easy as said and done? I would say that it's a step-by-step process. So you can't, for me, as an example, I had to look at it in a way to do it slowly. I didn't start immediately because there are different aspects of the business, the operations, the business model that you have to work on. So we offer the option of, for example, the customers can refill, recycle and repurpose candle containers. So we were doing it on a very small scale, but over the years we've been able to work on that part of the business in a more scalable way. And it's not easy, but it's workable as long as you work on it. As long as it's important to you, you can find the resources and find the way to get it done.
Do you think your friendships bring out the best in you?
I think so.
Why?
Because I think that friends know you, and you can really be yourself with friends. So yeah, it brings out the best.
Can you touch your nose with your tongue?
I have a feeling I can't.
Are you the type of person who gets nervous in new situations?
I suppose so.
Do you like to eat raw onions?
I don't mind.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I haven't seen one.
Can you roll your tongue into a tube?
Probably not.
Can you touch your toes without bending your knees?
Absolutely.
Have you ever done something that you regret?
For sure.
Do you like to play practical jokes on your friends and family members?
Maybe, maybe not.
Do you ever eat a whole pizza by yourself?
I haven't done it so far. I should be able to though.
Is it possible to sneeze with your eyes open?
I haven't really done it.
Can you be a president and a dictator at the same time?
I hope not.
Can a cat be a dog's best friend?
I have seen such situations, so probably.
Do you trust people easily?
This one, I suppose.
Do you like to live forever?
I'm not a fan of that concept, could say.
Can you solve a Rubik's Cube?
I cannot.
Did you vote in the last election?
I did.
Do pirates really bury treasure chests?
I would like to think they do.
Do you believe in Santa Claus?
I don't think so.
I don't.
Ah.
Did the Easter Bunny bring you candy?
I bring myself candy.
Are there Martians living in Mars, or are there Martians living on Earth?
Could be a case of both.
Why do you say that?
I don't know about Martians, but I believe that there could be extraterrestrial life. And some of our people do act a bit crazy, so. There you have it. These are my answers to the questions and the game. Be sure to check Living's Instagram and Facebook pages for the latest episode of Living Gets Real. Bye!